beautiful, blissful rising to all of my king, queen, gods, and goddesses. It is your boy Tarot Waunstar. Got to break it down to all of my beautiful Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus, or wherever it's at in your chart. Salutations, welcome, come on in. Sorry for the delay. I am kind of early on the time frame. I was just giving you an estimate time of what time I'll probably be on for you. So with that basically being said, I love every single one of you. Happy Sunday. I hope your day was blissful. I hope you more relaxed. Now, Virgo, the title of this one is Something Had to Be Lifted up off of you in order for you to move forward. Now, I don't know what's going on in your life, Virgo, but I feel like the energetic shift of this new Gemini, it done fully switched over. I don't know, but it's like it's a dual side that you may be going through within yourself, okay? Now, it may be a good side of you that's doing a good and a positive, and the other side of you that you was tossing and turning about, just like a Gemini. And you know how they say Geminis are bipolar, but not only that, you know, Gemini to me, before we even get into this right now with the 6 representing the Lover's card to me. So it also let me know the things that you've been compassionate about and things that you've been caring for, that's when it's been like a tug of war. Like it's a love and hate side, but now you start to do what you do best and surrender. Now, with that basically being said, let me go ahead and do a disclaimer. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. Now, if it resonates for you, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share button. Now, this is a general reading. Now, if it may resonate again, hit that like. But if I can't help you out on your journey, or this is not something for you, again, you know, it's other beautiful people that can help you on your journey. Shout out to my A1 Day Ones. Shout out to the B2 Round Twos, and especially shout out to all of my beautiful queens, which is my moderators. I'm gonna give me a king up in there. I'm gonna give me a king, but I know these queens been rocking with me for like a long time. And shout out to every single one of them. You know, they never ask for nothing in return. They just come in and do what they want to do. So, you know, it's just a beautiful loving channel. And shout out to y'all queens. If y'all never heard me say it, I just want to say that to you. Now, I don't know what happened yesterday. I think we had a technical glitch. So, technology may be choppy. So, we're going to get this reading right. Everything back is A1. So, let me do my shout out. Jennifer, Star, Pinky, I see you. Sharon, Louise. Hold on, let me say it. The Lotta. Okay, I got it right. Raven, you know, that's my A1 Day One. Teresa, Carmen, that's a B2 round two. Liz, that's a B2 round two. I know who y'all are. I'll be around you. And if you feel like you are A1 Day One, you need to correct me. Be like, I'm an A1 Day One. I ain't no B2 round two. So with that, with that basically being said, so let's go ahead and get in prayer before I take off. Spirit guides and universe, we thank you right now for everybody coming to the channel. Lead us, guide us, give us the blueprint, understanding towards highest good, highest expectations. Anybody wish any ill will, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotionally, what we need for you to do is to help us uplift off these burdens as we give you all the smoke, all the problems. Thank you for the super chat. We're going to get it all to the universe and never to the sender about what people do, okay? Ashe, amen, namaste. I know it's been hard for you. I know some of y'all be like, man, I don't know what he talking about. Nah, we just gonna focus on the positive. You know, like we got that lifted burden has been part of depression. That lifted burden has been the negative insights inside of your mental aspect or in your mind. That depression that created that dis-ease, and I talked about that on if you go check out the cast, you know, my podcast that I talked about that in episode 6, and I had to bring it over here. Now, I was talking about when you have a dis-ease or something you not at ease with, it may be finances, it may be your physical appearance, it may be the people that you may be dealing with, it may be for a lot of Virgos right now dealing with relationships and dealing with finding the proper love that's suitable for the Virgo needs. You had to take out the ease because it created a disease. You see what I'm saying? It may be over analyzing into something that's going to create a disease with you and your heart failure, for you being stressed out, or anxiety and all of that and the other. So what we're doing now, you are being lifted out of this little cocoon state of the dark mode that you may be in, maybe dealing with people that have placed you this way. Now, what you mean by that, Waunstar? I'm glad you asked. Sometimes we allow ourselves to go through a lot of things in our life as Virgos and the situations, and we really stay in it because we don't understand the lesson until it's time to be understood. Now, our angels, our ancestors, our higher self, our inner child, all have been giving us the hints and clues on how to elevate every day, but we choose to ignore it spite of some type of past traumatic issue that's in your mind about your past that has created a wall or created something that has put you in some type of hardship. Now, Virgo, I feel like you are releasing this burden as well. Whatever happened within the last 48 to 72 hours that make you had this little moment of a ting, I don't know how it happened, but Virgo, you finally understand after going through so many trials and tribulations, dealing with friends crossing you out, so many trials and tribulations, I understand how getting people to love you or you understanding how to love somebody. You understand about maybe how your kids may not be rocking with you at the time since they are growing up. I mean, to each his own. I'm just throwing analogies. Or maybe you just start to get tired of being in this inner negative shell within your soul and your spirit, and they finally risen like the rise of a phoenix and broken free. So, with that basically being said, let's go on and jump up into this thing because I can be very long-winded today and I feel like being a little preachy. I'm sorry about that. So if you start seeing my spirit start taking off and I start sounding like a little preacher, forgive me, okay? Now it's just one of them type of moments, okay? So what we're going to work on today is inner truth. Inner truth assists you in integrity, truth, and communication. Bring balance to the throat and vocal cords, assist the immune systems, open clear communication, supports balanced metabolism, okay? Now, hold the left hand cup facing upward, bring the right hand palm facing down, cup over the left hand with the fingers resting on the outer edge of the left thumb, right? Bring hands into the belly center, and this is what we're going to focus on. I speak my truth clearly, with integrity, and compassion. I talking about you, Virgo, you. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion, okay? So let's go ahead and get up in this thing. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button. We got 42 in the building, 19. Come on now, y'all know better than that. Normally, I don't even say it like that. But anyway, let's get into this reading, shall we? Breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance, or it's your highest good and highest understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything that's not suitable for you or letting it go. Breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the time. Anything that's hindering you, we letting it go as well. Very good. One last time. Breathe in. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. Hold it. And release out. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. I speak my truth clearly with integrity and compassion. Ashe, amen. Namaste, salah. Let's get on into this thing, shall we? I feel like right now, Virgo, I want to say I'm proud of you. Let's go back and look how we was a year ago to now. If you haven't took a baby step or have seen no type of growth, it's okay, Virgo. We're going to work on it even harder on this season. But if you have taken that step to understand about your partner, to understand about yourself, understand about your boundaries, understand about your emotional roller coasters, if you understand more about your depression, if you understand more about how to deal with people, so being at a peace, congratulations. This is why this burden's been lifted up off of you. But let's get on into the reading. I want to get into the reading. Shall we get into the reading? Or y'all ready? I love every single one of y'all. Now, again, I don't know, because to me, I just woke up like a whole new person. When I say a whole new person, it could be just me. If y'all want to say y'all want to mirror this positive energy and this me being positive like that, you feel more than free to mirror this, because I'm telling you, right now, I am free. That's what you need to write down. We're going to put an affirmation down. Normally, I don't do that, because write down, I am free. We're going to start breaking these generational curses tonight. We're going to start breaking everything down from the self-perseverance. We need to start breaking free. I'm breaking free from negativity. I'm breaking free from pain. I'm breaking free from toxic relationships. I'm breaking free. And you got to start being, and you got to feel it when you say this and when you type this. I am free. I am free. I am free. And I am fine with it. Ashe, amen. See, you got to be free with yourself, Virgo, because with this energetic shift of you going through the dark night of the soul, of you dealing with these people, seeing how people truly are, it hurt you, but it helped you at the same time understand a lot of things about your character. Now, you are being free from being held down from people that you want to give so much of your energy into, so much of your free time into, so much of all of this and so much of all of that. And now you are being free and you done lifted them shackles up off of your spirit. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Now, for some of y'all, I hate to say it, and I told you I'm finna get a little preachy right now. Here we go. I hate to say it. I know deep down it's some people that you want to keep inside your circle. I know it's some people deep down you want to see the best of them, but you started to understand that if they wasn't rocking for themselves, how they gonna rock with you? And you kept being frustrated and tired. Like, I want you to see it this way, but they're not seeing it this way. I need you to evaluate and see it the way that I'm trying to show you as a Virgo, to the point where it was beating you down, where you wasn't comfortable with yourself. Now, since you finally surrendered, you let go of trying to be over compassionate about relationships. You let go of being over compassionate about friendships. You finally let go and being over compassionate about everything else. And now, since you just said, I am free, I am letting go of the pain, I am letting go of the struggle, I am letting go of the agony, and I'm finally showing gratitude for the universe, for the tests and the trials and tribulations that they put the Virgo through. And now this is when you are breaking free. You start to understand the lessons when it comes to people around you, and you understand in order to be free, you either gotta be what it is or what it is. It is what it is. Because if it ain't meant to be there for you, it's not meant to be around you. And if it's meant to be there, and if it leaves and you have to walk away, believe me, baby, you're not chasing, you attracting. So it is going to track right back to you. You was too busy trying to help so many people grow, so many people to see your logical aspect, your emotional standpoint, how you heal people. Some people don't want to be saved. But now, Virgo, you understand some people not saying that they don't want to be saved. They just saying, hey, Virgo, I'm up there on your level with you. You ain't got to save me on everything. More you try to do that, the more things happen into your life that was hindering you. And since you finally start to let that go, dealing with the relationships, because majority of y'all, I want to say a strong percentages of women, it's been dealing with a relationship. It's been dealing with somebody who probably haven't been giving you the energy or giving you the time. Or if you're single, this has been something that's been negative, that's been keeping you in a negative mindset over and over and over and over for so long. It had been embedded, and since you had to deprogram, it's uncomfortable. But look at where you headed to now. Let's get into the cards. Let's be nosy, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. So I'm going to do this differently. Y'all haven't seen me pull this out in forever. Because normally I say, but I'm going to Florida water this down. Florida water, water, won't you sprinkle thee? Florida water, water, won't you sprinkle thee? Universe, won't you go and sprinkle thee? Some of y'all don't. All right, let's get into this thing. Y'all ready? All right, Spirit Guides and the universe, what do we have for my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus, and Cross Watcher, who switches to Virgo and put their name in it? What do we have for the beautiful, beautiful collective? That's the best way to say it. Ashe, amen. Namaste. Virgo, so far what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, by looking at the cards, we got the Knight of Cups basically being clarified with the Six of Pentacles basically being upright, okay? Now, what that basically is basically letting me know right now, Virgo, you are headed towards some type of good news about the way that you've been giving, the way that you've been balancing. And even though it may feel like you was in a breadcrumb situation, every baby step that you took in your life, it helped you build your authority. It helped you build your power when it comes to people dealing with your emotions. This has been a slow roller coaster ride for you. And I feel like when I do a little bit more clarification in a second, it's going to let me know exactly that you wanted somebody to pour into you the same way you pour into them. And when I'm saying pouring, you want it to overflow, agape type of pour, like you willing to give your all to someone or even yourself in something that you're compassionate about. But now, since you've been trying to find ways to balance out a situation, ways to start adapting and being the mutable sign that you are, the more you started to understand that it was a lot of endings that you've been procrastinating on with some type of action that you need to take for something new. Now, I feel like it's dealing with your happiness. Because when you look at the Nine of Wands, look how he just looking at like he just wandering off, like he's frustrated about going through the journey. And you know, let me do a little bit. I'm finna break down a little tarot to you on this one, okay? Now, even though wands represent the inspiration, the motivation, the action, you know, it's also like dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So it's breaking down not only that, it's things like fire, right? Actions are things you compassionate about. You know, it keep rising. So it's something about you that wanted to keep rising. But if you notice, and if you go through the minor arcanas, you realize with the Ace of Wands, always start a new project or something new. So 2 is always something about a choice that you are looking out on. With 3 is some type of expression or something that you are overcoming into your stability. That makes 4. 5 is always in something to be stable. You got to make some type of changes on this journey. And if you notice, this person is by themselves. It's nobody in this card except the wanderer himself on this journey going through the wand phases. So since you are being at number 9, you done went through the change, the transition, you done went through the learning lessons, you still had to put in the hard work, and now you are at the ending of understanding that even though you through a lot of things in the unknown, you had to take your emotions. You had to take that love that you gave for others. You had to use your intuition and start turning it into or transmuting that into a positive atmosphere in order for you to overcome through the third dimensional world. I hope y'all caught this because that took you like through 5D, 3D, 5D, 3D. The more you start collaborating, the more you start overcoming over the fears within yourself and the problems that you were seeking dealing with other people, it help you realign yourself. And I feel like, again, it's something that this team to the Virgo. It was something that you done or something that's happened, some type of release, some type of burden. It could have been, again, somebody saying something. You finally getting an awakening. You finally getting an understanding. You finally may be in a realization that when it comes to your emotions, some people ain't meant to receive it. Some people ain't meant to have your love because your love is totally different. As you sit up there walking, being pure, you trying to walk in your innocence, you walking in your child, you're clinging and getting comfortable, going into the wrong direction, being into your comfort zone. This is why you may feel like you wasn't getting a lot. When you're going back to the same cards, you may not feel like you was getting a lot on the, let's say, the third dimensional world or here in the material realm. So I feel like if it came to you feeling like an emotions, or by you feeling, you may feel like you was alone on this journey. The more you give, the less you receive. The more you gave, the less you receive. Even though you may feel frustrated about some type of ending that you had to make with people, but it also helped you how to break that guardedness that you had within you. You had to go through this frustration because the more that you was watching others, the more that you may be in work, like I said this in the cast, and I oh my gosh, it's so much nearly the same. And it's kind of like, the more you start focusing on what everybody else doing and not focusing on what you're doing, you're giving too much energy and too much time into something that is not beneficial for you. Because if you got to go through all of that and pour all of that energy and trying to find out what a person doing, all that energy stressing yourself out about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, friends, family, kids, foes, hoes, woes, anyway, how it go. Like what I'm basically saying is like you have to stop watching the world. And the more you stop watching the world and you started to go through your emotions, even during your challenging times, it showed you how to get through the regret. And now since you don't no longer feel repressed about the energy that is changing, you are no longer self-sabotaging yourself. And I love that. And the greatest thing I love about that is because all them broken memories that stopped you from overcoming, that may have been you being in past cycles of people that broke your heart, broke your heart, broke your heart, broke your heart, broke your heart. That's gone. Anything from your past, Virgo, you are starting to uplift and be rerouted into a whole new agricultural field. Ooh, that's deep. Spirit had to come and take out your roots out of the toxicity and out of the toxic patterns and off the toxic people, and they had to pluck you out. Yeah, it hurt because you so used to being around these people. You so used to having this type of energy. You so used to going through the post traumatic issues over and over and over. It was programmed, and what it was doing, it was hindering you. So God just had to pluck you by the roots and reground you in some rich soil. That's deep. That's deep. I ain't gonna lie, that's deep, Virgo. Virgo, that's deep. That's real. I ain't gonna lie. You got me saying wild in this. Like, man, that's deep. Like, dang, what else do we got for Virgo? Let's clarify something. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Oh, Virgo, yeah. We got the Seven of Swords. You had to let go about emotionally feeling like people was gonna deceive you for some of you. Someone was gonna stab you in your back because the love that they gave you, for some of you, small few, that is very genuine. However, you so used to being in toxicity, when this person shut down, it puts you want to cling or be in the comfort zone or being, and it's really putting you in your south node. But when you away from this person and you have yourself together, it puts you in, like when you get breadcrumb, it throws you off. But Virgo, you didn't understand. Spirit had to put you through that so you can understand about the overflow of self-love. So since you finally start moving forward, you are no longer watching for people in they sneaky ways. You like it is what it is. You being clever with it. I love the fox because the fox is sneaky. Yeah, the fox is sneaky, but the fox is beautiful too. And that's what got you, because things that is beautiful for you, you was compassionate about, but it was taking you down the wrong road because it kept breadcrumbing you. But since you start keep going through the transitional harmony and balance of what you see into your life, give me a random. Yeah, you had to go through the transitional harmony about always finding the wrong stability emotionally with the wrong people. People that wanted to cross you out. People that wanted to be quiet and move in silence and keeping you with this breadcrumbing. That's what the breadcrumbing coming in, because that's what's been crazy for you. But as you rising up that ladder, as you starting to understand, you had to turn around and put yourself in good standards. You are rising through the problems. You are rising through the heartache. You are rising through all the burdens that you once had, no matter what sign this is. Now, this is not even about the Virgo no more. This is went deeper than a Virgo. It's a Virgo reading. But yes, but Virgo, you are a divine light that's so lifted, and you done went through so much pain and so much persecution. And I think we all done went through this during this shift. And by you was going through that, you had to deal with the heartache of people crossing you out. Some of you. You had to deal with being alone. You had to understand what it felt like to be alone. Some of you had to go down to the lowest point of the lowest that you have ever been in your life. And yet you're still watching me today and you survived it. So kudos to you. Because people don't understand. The more you was watching people, you was trying to help people grow. You was trying to flow with them. You was trying to help them rise and elevate, because once you be inspired to do what you got to do, you avoid a lot of BS. And since you've been avoiding the BS, Virgo, since you've been going through this, that, and the other, you are starting to understand now you are the Ace of Cups. But you are not going to pour into anybody who is not pouring into you. And since you finally had to lift that off from them them painful memories that you had, all of that pain, you had to turn around and start using some type of foundation. You realize some people was trying to prey on you. And I feel like this was them trying to set up and bait trap you. Because if you're looking at it this way, the Four of Swords basically being in reverse, it is letting you know about stability mentally and logically, or something that you needed to take your time about. But I feel like people was trying to make you fall off your course to go right back in misery. Since you done got ever, they were trying to bait switch you. But all because they know emotionally how you operate. You are the light. Some of you, no, I'm going to say it like this. If you watching this, no matter who you are, because this is one of these high vibrational readings and everybody know what you mean. No, if you watching this, you are so much on the right track. All you got to do is turn around and uplift them burdens for what's going on. And even as you uplifting these burdens and this, that, and the other, and doing everything that you got to do, you got to understand you are pure and blissful. Everything that's going on in your life is very wonderful, okay? Sometimes you just have to understand about life. Some of you wasn't understanding the lesson that it was taking you off of your spiritual journey. It was taking you off your spiritual purpose. Something you had to see about patience. Now it's time for you to finally move. High priest is basically being in reverse clarified by the ace of swords. And yeah, spirit had to sit you down for a minute. That's what happened. That's why you stopped. You went through this so much of trying to be patient with somebody. You were sitting and they were blocking you spiritually, mentally. You couldn't see what it is because somebody was being a rat. And even though somebody was being a rat and sit up and seeing you was trying to climb up this ladder and seeing you wanted to elevate, and it wasn't no elevate no bad way. It was like, look, Virgo's like, look, I'm willing to take you with me, like you my rock, like I know you a rat. But hell, even Michael Jackson like being hell. You already knew how that went. So, but a rat is still a rat. And the thing about it, the rat didn't want to transform and rise up with you, even though you was trying to flow. So even when you were going through your challenges, you were still avoiding tower moments. And the more you started to avoid these tower moments, because you started to realize this rat was trying to control you, or somebody may be born in the year of the rat. If it's Chinese astrology, take it to that as well. But I'm just saying, somebody tried to control you from the way that you rise. The more you flowed, the more they didn't want to allow things to be, and it kept creating tower moments. And as the more you were going through your challenges, avoiding tower moments, because it was like, it reminded me so much of this right here. Like every time they try to put you in a bait switch and like try to drop you and try to put you down about some type of emotions, you always find ways how to flow, overcome over the situation, even though it will slowly chipping you away. Self-doubt chipping you away, depression tripping, slipping, everything like it's chipping, anxiety, stress. It was just chipping you all the way to a part where really you didn't understand God was chiseling you. This, every time you felt pain, the universe was chiseling you to be a whole new different individual. And I did not peep that to now. Every time you got chipped, okay, somebody didn't want to do it this way, chip. It hurt you. It's supposed to hurt you. Because when you chipped in a sculpture, it's gonna take a long time to take a rock. Somebody who's hard-headed, somebody who ain't gonna listen, it's gonna take a long time to turn that rock into something beautiful. Where's y'all taking me at today, Virgo? You had to go through the delays because everybody see your recognition. Everybody know who you are, Virgo, but you didn't see who you are. And again, every time they try to bait switch you, somehow you get out of whatever's in your mental mindset to keep pushing forward because you're like, oh, you thought you almost had me. You thought you almost had me. Nah, you ain't gonna get me. Because universe had to lift off a certain veil for you to see people how they truly are, no matter what gender you are. They had to take their spiritual veil off. Like, look, I've been showing you, my child. I've been showing you. Dee ain't right. Mimi ain't right. Fifi ain't right. Tim ain't right. Lil Bree over there ain't right. Kiki over there ain't right. Keith over there ain't right. Tommy over there ain't right. But you kept on like, no, I don't know what you understand, and I don't see it. The spirit like, boy, do you know who I am? Okay, go right on ahead. And what we do, oh, I love her. Oh, I love him. Then next thing you know what? This is the psychic hotline. Hey, look, I just want to know. My spirit is telling me already right now that something ain't right. Boom. Why you need the confirmation? But now since you had to let it go, you had to release something. The root, I don't know. This is like something from the deep part of your root that you had to let go. Like 111, significant right now. 111, new beginnings. Towards I can say mentally, physically, spiritually. I can sit up there and say that's a 3. That's all about growth and abundance and elevating and networking and collaborating. Spirit is helping you being collaborating, even though you went through your delays of self-doubt, but you still managed to allow the things to be so you can avoid tower moments. And now since people have went through karma, they'll start seeing you how you are. They can no longer try to trap you into the web. The reason why they can't trap you into the web because your main problem was dealing with love. Dealing into loving others, doing things more for others than you done for yourself. And once you started to pull back, because it's like a recap, right? This reading is like a recap. Like, since you done pulled back, you started to understand your traditional values, and you started to trust it more in the universe. You started learning how to, yeah, I know it's messed up what you done, but I forgive you, but I just don't have to rock with you like that. You regain your power back. You regain your high level of commitment and compassion about being loving within yourself. Now, some of you can be rocking this little Taurus energy a little bit, okay? Now, it could be a little earth energy where you are grounding, dealing with love, but then again, that bullheaded side of you had to be what? Chipped away. I'm not saying nothing wrong, Virgo. I know some of the people that you may have been dealing with, it was like you was trying to chip them, but you was chipping them with the wrong sculpture piece. So instead of you turn around trying to create a structure for them, you was breaking them down, but it took spirit to break you at the same time in order for you to understand, like, this got to be lifted up off of you before I give you what you truly want. You said you want a new job, but you still dealing with this job right here, and you still complaining about the hours, and you still complaining about this, and you really not showing gratitude, this, that, and the other. Yeah, you're gonna get put right in another one. But if you like, you know what, universe, I'm grateful for this job. I know it may not meet my requirements right now, but I'm pushing towards something better. I need you to come down and help me get this job for $35 an hour or $40 an hour. I need you to uplift, like, anything about what you're doing, Virgo, or whoever you are watching this, especially when it comes to the money. And I'm gonna give you a secret about business like this. If you're working at a job and it's paying you $19, you need to find your next job paying you $20. I don't care if what they say on qualify or how to get that job. It may be something out of your range, but if you turn around, do the research, do the Virgo thing, and do the resume the way that it needs to be, they still got to train you anyway. So the point is, why they even trying to train you, why not fill out the application? Always uplift yourself to be better. So if you're getting 16, your next job need to be 18. If it's getting 18, your next job if it ain't operating right in a job frame that you in, like, this is a new society where they ain't gonna give you what you want now. So I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta get it how you live, okay? And if that means you gotta start jumping till you find something that you like, you just keep jumping on different ships until that right one come in where you comfortable. But you always got to be better than what you've been doing before. Now, something else, I'm gonna say, look, I'm proud of you again for lifting off these burdens during the tower moments, during destruction. You still up there shining. You still being the greatest person that you are. Even though right now you are finding your happiness, new love is coming in, new doors are opening. You are filled with being delightful, happy, blissful, dreams about to come true, everything coming through the way, because once you had to go through that tower moment with Mimi, Fifi, Billy, Day Day, if you had to go through it and you finally found that peace within you, get ready to reap the rewards. Because even though you may be feeling in a great energy, keep that energy. Because that's that money energy, okay? That's that high vibrational energy. Now, even though you are compassionate about a lot of things that may be challenging, don't give up, because don't let stress conflict you on your journey and on your purpose. Don't let that person sit up there and stress you out because you the Queen of Pentacles and you nurturing and you practical and you see all of this and the other. If they don't want to see it, that's fine. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. Don't wanna be saved. I mean, don't do it. Spirit guides ain't the universe. I feel like right now, it may be a lack of communication, a lack of commitment when you're dealing with somebody, or you may be feeling a little fatigue. You may be feeling a little procrastinational. That's the way I like to say the new word. But you got to learn how to understand when things may not come in the way that you want it. Don't feel like you irresponsible, because people around you can be very, very irresponsible as well. DJ Catch 22, I see you. Salute to you. Now, with that being said as well, now you are breaking free from karmic cycles. You are overcoming how to make the proper changes when it's dealing with narcissistic people, okay? So, I just want to say it like this. Oh, and you making the narcissist see themselves for how they really are. Is somebody breaking a narcissist? Ooh, okay. I heard this saying before, Virgo, and it's very rare for me to say this. Only way you can break a narcissist unless you a high extreme empath. And what that basically means, you had to show unconditional love to this person to the point where you had to start loving yourself and to open them up to finally to see the flaws within them. Maybe this is why this person was very acting non-committal. Maybe this is why your friends was around you a little offish because they seen that you had to pull away. But as you started moving forward, it's like, hey, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Let me go and get up with Virgo. But now it's like, Virgo, you already done hit a pace to being free, being independent, getting rewards, getting the greatest accolades that Spirit is giving you right now during the cycle, getting out the trenches, getting out the mud, getting out the slums, getting out of financial poverty. Like you are lifting yourself up to the place where it needs to be. And it's so beautiful. It's so delightful. It's so wonderful. But people, it cannot break you down anymore, because Virgo, you in your shell, shining the beautiful light you are, going slow as you want to be, enjoying life, taking your time. And I love that about you. And it's like right now you're doing everything that is necessary in order for you not to make poor decisions dealing with the crowd. I love that. It's different. It's different as hell. I ain't gonna lie, it's different. But I love it. So with that basically being said, let's get a couple of oracles. What we got to say to Virgo to close this out? What we got to say to Virgo? Virgo, ooh, all that past lack of suffering, it's gone, baby. It's no more. It is finally out the door. I mean, we're gonna have bumps on our road, but that traumatic, like that's gone. You don't have to cry no more by yourself. You don't have to suffer no more. It's like you let go of all of that. This is what that helped you regain your power. Now, again, if you were dealing with a narcissist, again, this narcissist love you and they are willing to change their ways for you, Virgo. I don't know what the hell you done to this person. You done pull some Yeshua type of love, some real biblical type of love. Like, my child, I'm going to love you throughout all your pain and all your worries. I know it's going to hurt me, but you loving somebody like how God loves us. And that's something rare to find. If you find somebody the same, if you find someone to love, especially you a Virgo, golly, I'm finna get dirty with us. If you can find somebody to love your stinking Virgo ways, all that the little ups and downs and the roller coasters and the things we put a person through and they still can survive through that, you need to take a time out and give them, like a round of applause, because we are some hard. I ain't gonna lie, son. I had to think about myself. I said, when I date myself one day, I said, hell no. I know how much hell I gave my wife right now. So it was like, dude, it was an epiphany. But it's just like, ooh, like just thinking about if you could date yourself. Cause I know sometimes I'm a handful, and I know sometimes, like majority of the times, people have their ways. But but what I'm saying is real shit. I'm being honest. But for real though, it's like for some y'all had to break some type of reunion. You had to break some type of soul tie in order to reunite. Okay, so it's like a renewal spiritual contract for some of you. It's like in order for you to get out of it being toxic, you had to let it go, like fake let it die. But as you really let it die, it was just like, okay, we let it go. But now it's a rebirth. It's one of them like the old contract is over with, but it's a new contract if you are down with the cause for yourself to be that way. Now, this is what puts you in hermit mode because you're not communicating. And I feel like this was driving a person crazy because even though you know the real side of them, the real, you see everything. Like, you see the mask on them. You like, look, I done showed you your mask. You done everything that you got to do. You need to focus on you and self-healing with yourself. You ain't done it, sure. I done all the work, Virgo, because you the Queen of Pentacles. And again, everything that you touch, it prospers. But this was like a major challenge. So even though you are lifted up from the hurt, from the pain, it is what it is. Bygones be, and it's like you Virgo talking to yourself. Well, Virgo, bygones gonna be bygones, and me being a Virgo talking to you, Virgo. It ain't nothing that we can really do right now besides going to get our life right. So it's like, Virgo, whatever was stressing you out, you let it go, and it has hit you in a different way. You was like, well, again, well, that was a fun Virgo competing competition in your head moment. And since I let it go, I really got to do something with my life. It's messed up, but it's like so true. It's like, you know how you let something go because you've been working on it so hard, like a PI, and then it's like it's a cold case. It's like, well, Virgo, I done went through all of this in life. Yeah, I done came to the conclusion. I just want peace. And Virgo, you finding it, but it's killing everybody around you because it's like a Forrest Gump moment. It's like, you remember, exactly, that's what it is. You remember Forrest Gump was just running and everybody wanted to run with it. He just started running. I just felt like running. So after he was doing all that run, he just stopped. He just got tired and just stopped and said, I don't feel like running anymore. And that was you, Virgo. It's like, you've been too busy trying about situations, helping this, that, and the other, but you had to go back and find yourself. And after you found yourself, it was like, oh, okay. Everybody, not cut off, but I'm just in a whole different state. I just don't, I became a guru of how to deal with people. And it sounds so cliche, it's weird, but Spirit, it's like Spirit said, okay, job well done. It's time to lift this blanket. It was a blanket, like a spiritual blanket on you that had to be lifted. And it was the blanket of you holding everything from your past. And it took certain individuals to keep triggering you and triggering you and triggering you and triggering you till you just finally like you spazzed out, you done what you done, you fell down. It was like a child moment. You spazzed out, done what you done, broke down, never understood why. I asked everybody, why? They're like, why did it gotta happen to Virgo? And Virgo did they forget everybody? And then you just got to a calm, peaceful space, and you were just like, you know what? It took me over a long period of time and a lot of years while I was doing this, and now I just don't feel like doing it anymore. and again, Virgo, with that basically being said, it is dropping so many people crazy. So with that basically being said, man, I love it. Like, yeah, Virgo, yeah, this is some real Gemini. Like, Virgos and Gemini are very similar, except Geminis are like a little bit more with youthful energy compared to a Virgo. Virgo is like an old head compared to a young head. And it's like they compatible and cool, but they act alike. Because Virgo, you know how to understand people because you a mutable sign. So when you be dealing with stuff like that, you know how to see both sides and evaluate things in a different aspect. But y'all, we just like Geminis. Like, so it kind of makes sense around this time. Like, it was just like, you was like a rah, 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 rah. Nobody don't like me. Nobody don't love me. Rah, 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 rah. Why you doing like that? Why you doing like that? Yeah, I'm going to figure out. I'm going to tell you that this, that, and the other, this, blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, you know what? I think I've been doing this for too long. I don't feel like dealing with this. I'm going to sip my tea. And I'm done. And it's like, you done created all of this ruckus, Virgo, within yourself. Now, since you finally found yourself, the people around you looking like, what the hell is wrong with Virgo? Like a Gemini. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But real talk, though, like Virgo, I'm glad. If it was pain on your shoulders, I'm glad that been lifted up off you because you needed to get that off of you. Now, if it was you being all the self-negativity inside your mind and it clicked for you to get that out of your mind, look, I'm proud of you. If it was friends that you had to cut off and realize that it really wasn't the friends, it was just really the energy that you was around, and you know they really know how you operate, so they're going to come back around. Anyway, Virgo, that's just like, what you need. Like, it's just that big relief that make you feel different. And I don't know, like, I don't know about y'all, but this energy just feel different where it's just like, it's not even like bipolar. It's just like, I just don't feel like dealing with people anymore. And it's not like a bad way. It's like you cordial, but it's just like, if you come with any part of that rah-rah, or any part of that, I think you finna start acting, you know what? I'm a guru at this. I have seen this far too long. And the longer I have seen it, the more I'm starting to understand the pattern. And the more I start to see the pattern coming out of all of my friends and all of my kids and all of my, just like Virgo, like I'm just saying hypothetically, and I'm seeing this come out from all of y'all, I'm starting to realize and know every tactic that is coming my way when it comes. So now what I'm going to do, instead of how I normally turn around and be like, hey, don't do that. Now I just be like, you're finna come with this BS today, so I'm not gonna deal with it. Okay? ah! Okay. I'm sorry. It's funny, and normally I'll be serious as hell. Like if this is y'all first time here, I'm normally serious and out the door. But that was hilarious, and we needed that. So with that basically being said, oh yeah, I know a Virgo to the T. I am a Virgo. September 22nd, I'm a Virgo Libra cusp. Now the thing about it is, even though I'm a Virgo Libra cusp, I got all Sagittarius in me, so I act more like purely 100% Virgo. Well, 90. Well, let's say 98% Virgo, 2% Libra. Okay, so with that basically being said, I don't have my cards put up. So the first one is I'm gonna go ahead and do manifestations. If no, we're gonna start with this one. Do I am free again. So we gotta be free. I am free from whatever you free, whatever it is, I am free. Okay? That's the first one. I am free from pain. I am free from pain. I am free from suffering. I am free from suffering. I am free from all toxic relationships. I am free from all toxic relationship. I am free. I am strong. I am that king. I am that queen. I am that God. I am that goddess. I believe in me no matter what the situation be, because you know who is your biggest supporter throughout it all. It's not me. It's God. Some of y'all call him Allah. Some of y'all call him Jesus. Some of you refer to him as Buddha. Some of you refer to anything in that positive knowledge that's going to help you grow. Hey, I'm down with it. Some of y'all say Mother Gaia. Some of y'all just say, God in general. But we all in the core of the sun. We just got different rays that we are going to the other way. Most people look at the sun going out, the rays going this way. I look at it the other way. I look at it, the core of the sun, and spirituality with us in different religions is like this. We all trying to make it to the core, to the peace spot. But we rays coming in. Kind of remind you of sperm and egg cells if you think about it. Oh, never mind. But with that basically being said, so peace, love, and light. Light, love, and peace. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button. I really love every single one of y'all. Happy Sunday, fun day. I hope this information really help you. I hope it uplift you. I hope you laugh, cried, got yourself together. I hope you understand that the inner truth is within you and it's time to release it. No matter what, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what it do, just be yourself. Not the hot-headed kind. Be the peaceful self. Find your peace. Stop letting people mess with them heartstrings, man, because like we'll send people through hell. But I'm glad that you finding it. It took a long time for you to find you. And since you are finding you, don't worry about it. And I'm telling y'all now, don't worry about what Tyrone doing. Y'all ladies, don't get off of here and be like, you know what Virgo said. I mean, Waunstar said that. Next thing you know, I wonder what Tyrone doing, because he ain't called me in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. If Tyrone ain't called you in 2 damn weeks, you better start focusing on what you got to do. Like I said, when you got too much energy and too much time focusing on everything else, you ain't doing your purpose, because once you're doing your purpose, you busy. And the more you stay busy, the more you start changing that cycle. With people that are used to you going out, they're going to start coming to you. So I love you. God love you. The universe love you. Make sure you love yourself. Peace, love, and light. Light, love, and peace. To the next time.